Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. Today we are having a look at a PC game. It's available on Steam and it's called CounterAttack. Now I want to be completely transparent here. I received this game for free, but the developer didn't approach me. I was browsing Twitter and the developer posted a clip from their game in a tweet, and I really liked the look of it. So I went and checked out the Steam page to see there wasn't a demo available for this. And then I contacted the developer over on Twitter and I just said, look, have you got a demo or a promo available? I'd like to check it out, and if I like it, I may feature it on the channel. And they sent me a DM, they checked out my channel, they liked it, and they sent me a code. And I checked it out, and honestly, I've actually played it for a couple of hours. I kind of stopped doing what I was doing and I started playing it. So at the moment, what you're seeing is what I've captured on my laptop, on my Zephyrus. But I did first of all play this on the Steam Deck, and I captured some of that footage as well. And I have to say, this is a brilliant fit for the Steam Deck. I always say I'm more of a handheld gamer than a in front of a TV gamer, but yeah, this just, it works really well on the Steam Deck. It's not like the sprites are too small or your eyes strain or anything. It just works. It works really well. Now if you're a Shmup fans, you're gonna like this. I'm gonna go through a lot of the positives first, and there are a couple of negatives in there, but if we were to put the positives on a scale alongside the negatives being on the other side, then the positives significantly outweigh the negatives. So this game is made by a small indie studio called Relative Games. Now you can play this 1 to 4 player local co-op. Unfortunately, no one was around to play it with me, and I probably can't get my kids to join in on this fun now, or at least at this moment. And multiplayer wise, you can play this 8 players online. So yeah, the multiplayer aspect is there. Now if you have a look at those little planes following me, each pilot or each plane has a special weapon which can kind of be changed, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as well. But before I do that, I want to talk about the power-ups. Now if you have a look at the top, look at what I've got there. I've just picked up a drone, but it starts with speed, spread, side. Now side is the vertical shot that you got going, and honestly this is just genius. It works really well. You can get under bosses, and then while you're firing stuff horizontally, you're attacking stuff vertically as well. It just works really well. And then you've got beam, missile, power, plasma, drone. Now this definitely, if you've played Gradius, Nemesis, Parodius, the power-up system will remind you of that, but there's a little bit more to it because you can actually level up each power-up. Now if you play like Gradius, Parodius, Nemesis, any one of those games, you know that you can either go for, let's say, the double shot or the laser. So I went thinking, okay, I can only have one of those. No, incorrect. In this game you can have all of them. See, every power up you're seeing there, you can max out all of them, and I think at some point during my gameplay I almost maxed out everything, and that's what really does make you feel powerful. Now one negative thing I have to say about this, when I did get to the bosses were okay, but they didn't have the character that we're used to seeing in games like Gradius and Parodius. They're okay, but I spoke to the developer about it because obviously they were kind enough to give me a code, and I was just going back and forth telling them that I do like your game, this is what I like and this is what I dislike, and it sounds like they are really into their game. In fact, they're definitely into their game, and they want to be putting updates out to make the bosses at least aesthetically a little bit better, and also kind of work on the patterns. But I really like this game, and it's weird because, you know, sometimes when you start playing a game you don't realize how much you like it until you look at the time you played it. I've easily put in a couple of hours today, and I haven't done that for a long time on a game. So before you begin a level, you're presented with this screen where you've got different modules and different weapons, and you can equip 3 modules, 3 weapons, and it changes the characteristics of all the stuff. So you can have like a drone flying out, flying a laser. You can have stuff where if you stop firing it boosts your power. You can have it where your side shot becomes a melee shot. You can have it where you don't have a side shot and it extends to your horizontal shot. But there's a lot of options there, and they stick around as you unlock them during the levels. And over here I've nearly maxed out, not quite maxed out. I've still got a couple of levels left on the drone. Okay, I've got one more level left on the beam, but I'm doing really well. And one thing about shmups, guys, that we always want is we want to feel powerful. So that little spaceship you can see firing a constant laser, that's one of the pickups, but power-ups that I picked up. I can't remember if it's a weapon or a module, but that just comes out through the game. I love this special attack where like another 4 ships fly out and just attack. Don't be shy with your special attacks. You pick up stars as you're flying around. Here you go, just picking one up there, and that gives you one special attack, and it's different from characters. You can change it before you start the level based on what you pick up. So as you go around, I can't remember if they're red or blue, but it's a color power up that you pick up which unlocks your stuff. Here you go. So I have now unlocked a lazy plasma, so when I go to the screen at the beginning of the level, I can pick that. And another thing, at the end of the level, it shows you everything. It shows you what your accuracy was, how much you destroyed, how many enemies you killed, what your biggest streak was, and it kind of just makes you want to play and improve yourself on the next run. When I did go through the options in here, I did see a leveler editor and a campaign editor, so that's something really awesome to kind of have a look at. Most of the filming for this was done on my main machine, but I did initially play this on my Steam Deck. I started playing up my Steam Deck, and it's, like I said, it's a very good for the Steam Deck. That's why you can see the black bars on the side, because the Steam Deck aspect ratio is 16:10, and most machines, or like my laptop screen, is 16:9 aspect ratio. It's nice to see that it automatically picks up the correct aspect ratio, and we don't have like black bars at the top and the bottom. But honestly, this game's a really good fit for the Steam Deck. Like, I would recommend this more for the Steam Deck. I guess I am biased towards handheld gaming, but this is just a really nice fit, and it's got that, I don't know if I want to call it like a roguelike element, but it's, you know, you grab the power-ups and you've got them to kind of assist you in your next run, even though the in-game power-ups, like what you're seeing up top, speed, spread, side, beam, missile, you pick those up, but you'll have different characteristics for them as you play through the game. But yeah, this is really good on the Steam Deck, and hopefully it gets Steam Deck verified, but it runs flawlessly. I didn't have to go into any compatibility settings. I just run it vanilla, press the button, and it runs really well. So this is one of the different ships in the game. There's a choice of different pilots you can pick that have different characteristics. They've got like a different speed and power. Now I don't know how much of a different speed makes, because you can you can power up your speed or level up your speed while you're playing it. I don't know if that means speed of fire. Now, remember what I said about special moves? For this one, as I was experimenting, I chose one, and whenever I bump up the special, all it does is it turns all my fire into rapid fire. So there you go, I've just used it there now, and it just blitzed everything out. I don't even have to press the fire button, it just comes out. But guys, that's it for this game. This is CounterAttack, made by Relative Games. If you do want to check it out, I'll leave a link to it in the description of the video. And that's really it for this video, guys. If you do like this content, then a subscription and a like is super appreciated. Do share your thoughts with me about this game, and also recommend me any other shmups that you find that are out there. I really do like them, and I really do like this one. Anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.